We're up here at Guadalupe Peak. We're fixing to climb to the highest point here in Texas, right before the sun comes up.
A great YouTube tip that we got before attempting to go to Guadalupe Peak was to get there early so that you could get a parking spot at the top area. It's a small area, but if you do not get one of those top spots, it's quite a ways to walk to get to the mountain. And everybody that we've seen that didn't do it received a ticket for parking on the side of the road.
Hey everybody, we're hiking up Guadalupe Peak right now. We're about to climb over 3,000 feet. So here we go.
The terrain was pretty difficult whether you were on the front side of the mountain or the back side. A lot of people thought that the front side was a little harder to climb, but I don't know if they did that or said that because that's a way they could like motivate you to keep going and continue on your climb, or maybe because when we went it was windy, and if the backside's not windy, maybe it's so easy. I'm not sure. If it is, the wind was blowing whenever we were there, and there's a couple of spots that were a little dicey in the wind as we crossed along, but all of it, every single place we went was just totally awesome to look at. Round trip hike is 8.4 miles on the trail, and as you head up there on the trail, you have a gain of elevation of about 3,000 feet until you get to the highest point in Texas, which is close to 8,800 feet.
Well, our car is down there. It's getting teeny tiny.
On this rugged trail, there were a number of runners that passed us as they headed towards the top, and then we met them again as they were coming back down. The hike took us about 6 hours to complete, but Tammy did tweak her knee on the way back down, so it took us a little longer to come back down. We also had issues with stopping because the backpacks were getting too heavy for Tammy because we carried too much water with us, thinking that we would drink more than we actually did. But I would rather have too much water than not enough. Trekking poles are definitely the way to go if you have any kind of knee trouble at all. Boy, those were a lifesaver for us out there.
Well, you definitely don't want to make this your first hike if you're about to start out hiking.
We began hiking on the front side of the mountain. I would notice in the distance a lot of colors, and as we would see them in the distance, when we'd come up upon them, what it was people's coats. They had got hot and taken them off. Now, whenever we got to the back side of the mountain, it became a whole lot cooler, and I bet they were wishing they'd have kept their coats. So that's something to keep in mind, is you might want to take at least a light jacket with you for when you get to the back side of the mountain. Some of the views were just so spectacular you couldn't help but getting close to the edge just to look over and just see the awe of the beauty of the whole thing. This hike's been very therapeutic for us, as our oldest son had passed away with colon cancer 5 years to the day on this hike. And it's kind of a way for us just to get away from everybody and just enjoy the day. They always say that time heals all wounds, but that's not really true. It just teaches you to live with the loss that you have. Tammy can usually be found wearing her pin for colon cancer awareness, and climbing to the top of this mountain is no different. She carried it all the way to the top.